of a first down.
Thought for a second he was going to take out the sideline.
I thought he was going to giddy up. I thought he was going to gallop up the sideline, and they're going to gamble here. 4th down and 6. The snap to Locklear. Throws out to Durham. Durham is caught. Durham is dropped, and the Comets do get the stop. Elijah Sanders with the stop, but we get a penalty flag on the near sideline.
And Chris Barber on the assist as well for the Comets, the wide receiver, senior, 5'11".
Well, before we celebrate the stop, let's check the flag. It is holding against the Rams, declined the penalty. The Comets will take over. So after the Comets gamble on 4th down, and don't get it, they stop the Rams on 4 plays, and now they're at the 39-yard line.
This is what we need. And you've got the Comets PA voice, Daniel Manzer, good friend, pumping them up here and trying to get these Comet crazies electric.
Well, let's
Still
see if
plenty of football left to go, Brian Snow.
Lots of football remaining. This is the drive where the Comets need to make a stand. They got to make some plays. 2.5 minutes left, first half of play. Out of the Wildcat formation, Chadwick across the formation in motion. Snap to the quarterback, and he is going to be wrestled down at about the line of scrimmage. Jabari Dobbins takes the snap that time.
Number 16, Dobbins again. Jabari Dobbins with the carry, the senior. And he just got sandwiched in by the Rams defense.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 10 from the 39-yard line. If they are able to wind the clock all the way and keep the Rams offense off the field, they get the ball to start the second half. Think of how important that is to get the ball to start the second half. Dobbins waits 5 yards deep at the gun, takes the belt high snap, races to his right, looking for some blocking, cuts back he's got a wide open space. Here he comes, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, cuts back inside, still going, 25, 20, he's gone, y'all.
Oh, yeah,
touchdown!
Touchdown! But we got flags.
There's a flag on the offensive side.
On the play.
That may be an illegal. It may be an illegal block. There are 2 flags. There's one in the secondary, and there's one in the offensive backfield.
So if
which
they
may
offset,
wipe
it's a
this
touchdown,
up.
right? If they offset each other, it's a
Let's
touchdown.
check the flag first. A hold is now called against the Comets. That's one call. If the penalty's offset, they'll just replay the down. 1:12 left in the first half. Well, we saw what Dobbins can do.
What a job by Dobbins, but is it for naught?
Well, let's see what happens.
Dropped about 12 seconds on that.
A face mask.
Both penalties offset. They offset. So they'll play again.
They'll get the play again.
That's right.
They'll get the play again. So the
Which
ball will be back to the 39-yard line, but that's the call.
I wish that would have been a touchdown, but if the penalty's offset to the end zone, you have to replay the down. So that's why we go back to 2nd and 10.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 at the 39 and 1:05 left in the first half.
Wow. You hear...
And that wipes out a 61-yard touchdown.
All that work for nothing for Jabari Dobbins.
Well, they can do it again. Let's see if they can get downfield and get into the end zone. What has been a spirited, entertaining first half. Wesley Outland will have the call for the second half of the game. So, and there's another point. They're going to reset the clock to 1:20.
1:40. Resetting the clock to
Going to reset the clock to 1:40. 20 seconds are being added to the clock.
1:40.
Yep.
So plenty of time for the Comets to get downfield, and we may have to send someone down to bring up some grub from the 39-yard line. 2nd and 10 for the Comets. Jabari Dobbins waits in the backfield, and they'll operate out of a spread. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right with the ball on the near hash.
Going to Martinsville tomorrow and Sunday. I'm craving during the NASCAR race those Martinsville hot dogs.
Dobbins takes the high snap, runs out to the left. He's going to throw, pops a deep one over the middle.
He caught it!
It is caught at the Ram 40-yard line. What an adjustment made by Jalen Jackson.
And he caught it on the ground.
He slipped. The ball was underthrown, but Jackson able to get to it.
Jalen Jackson.
22-yard.
Wide receiver senior. What a catch.
22-yard connection, and now the Comets are in striking distance. Here's the snap. Simmons running to his right, escapes back to his left. If he gets a block, he's got wide open spaces, but he is brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Jabari Dobbins brought down. 1:12 left, 1:13 left, first half of play. Clock is frozen.
Wow.
And mark the ball at the 42-yard line. Loss of 3, second down and 13, and 65 seconds left in the first half. Even if you get the bad news of no score in the final minute, you keep the Rams offense off the field, number one.
You make your presence felt.
Yep, and number two, the most important thing.
You get the ball back.
Exactly. The Comets get the ball to start the second half. Barber this time under center, 45 seconds. Ball on the far hash. Turn in hand to Chadwick. And the ball's out. Ball's out, and the Rams have recovered.
We have a fumble. It looks like the Rams are signaling they might have got it.
Rams recover the fumble. It goes back to Cleveland. 38 seconds left to go in the first half of play.
And all that momentum that the Comets had on this drive, they've had a touchdown taken away due to a hold or offsetting penalties. They lose a couple of yards. And now you have to watch the ball. If you're the Comets, you don't want them taking a shot on you.
You don't want them to score.
You don't want them to score at all. 38 seconds left in the first half. Here's the snap to Locklear. He looks to throw. Uncorks a deep one near side. That pass is caught and wrestled down to the 45-yard line.
Good catch by number 9.
Jacob Knight on the tackle. Nick Rocha was the receiver. 45-yard line, 30 seconds left, first half of play. And now Locklear waits shotgun formation at the Comet 45 after a 14-yard connection. The snap to Locklear, the hand to Hampton. Hampton trying to get to the outside. Hampton caught in a vice, and he is finally stopped at the 45-yard line. And timeout call with 11.8 seconds remaining in the first half. Hey, Wesley, what we got for halftime coming up?
Well, coming up on the Carolina Security Consultants halftime report, we're going to, me and yours truly, Brian Snow going to recap the first half of the game along with Petey Doris. Petey Doris will be on the sidelines grabbing interviews with not only Scott Riley of the Cleveland Rams, but also Robert Sesame, and I'd love to hear what Robert's got to say as we get ready for the second half of play. Thoughts on the referees and the first half of the game. So much more coming up in about 15 seconds from now here on the CRN Sports Network. It is presented by Carolina Security Consultants.
Carolina Security Consultants, one of our main sponsors. We thank them. We thank all the fans that have tuned us in this evening and this season with all the stuff that we're doing with Granville Central and with Clayton. We're putting it all together. And, folks, we're going to be busy come basketball season.
Race broadcasts we cover. We also cover the Rise to the Occasion tournaments with Marcus Maddox and Simone Mitchell, the new Q Energy drink. So many great things. And coming soon, basketball for the Comets men and women on CRN. And then we go right into the spring with softball and baseball as well. We're
going to be busy, folks. We are going to be busy. 15 seconds, first half of play. Locklear waits in shotgun formation. No timeouts left on either side. And now they'll bunch the receivers out to the right and a lone slot to the left. Lone slot to the left is Corin Artis. Locklear makes his call, now steps back 5 yards deep, shotgun formation, ball center of the field, takes the belt high snap. He's going to try to crank one deep. He does, deep shot, and it is off the hands of Sawyer. He nearly brought that one in. You had to figure they were going to take a shot with time remaining. They got 8.4 remaining in the first half. Now it's third down and 10. They have to get 2 more stops to take this into halftime and be down only 3 scores. And I say only because Clayton gets the ball to start the second half.
And it is third down.
8.4 left, first half of play. Cleveland 27, Clayton 9.
What a matchup. Final 8 seconds in the first half.
Locklear waits 5 yards deep at the gun, takes the belt high snap, looks to throw, sidearm pass, caught by Rocha. Rocha inside the 25, and finally wrestled down as the half comes to an end.
Hold on, fans. We got a
And we got a flag, actually.
There's a late flag. It might be a face mask. The half cannot end on a defensive penalty. So we may see one untimed down. Sloppy first half by both teams, but the Rams have executed when they needed to.
We'll recap that here on the Carolina Security Consultants halftime show here in just a moment. But right now, the referees down on the sideline or on the field having a powwow. If there is a defensive penalty,
it cannot end the half.
It cannot end the half. They'll come back with the clock with a big goose egg and still run one offensive play. We'll see what the call is here.
And it's not determined as of yet. The score we have right now with no time on the clock, 27-9 in favor of the Cleveland Rams. It's been all Cleveland Rams offensively here in the first half. And a horse collar tackle has been called against Clayton. They will indeed get an untimed down.
That will result in one untimed down for the Rams.
You hear the echo in the background of the PA voice of the Comets. Daniel Manzer letting the crowd know what's going to happen here.
And you also get them closer, the Rams. They get one untimed down to close the first half to see if they can stick in the end zone. And timeout called by the Rams. This is their third and final timeout.
You got to hope that
you got to hold them.
He's down there telling them, guys, don't let them score. Whatever you do, don't let this happen.
They get one play, and if you were a betting man, I would say this is going to be a pass to the end zone. Even though Hampton has run wild in the first half, any stop that the Comets make on Hampton, and lately they have, will end the first half. They're going to try and throw this into the end zone. That would be my guess. Carolina Security Consultants halftime report coming your way after this untimed down. Wes and I will recap the first half, all the stats, facts, and figures you need, and plus some interviews with our man Petey Doris roaming the sidelines.
They're going to put 1 second on the board.
But the clock ran out.
I don't understand it. The clock was at 0.
The clock ran out. The clock ran out. There should be no time on the board. You call the penalty of a horse collar. That's an untimed down. That is an untimed down.
Real quickly, let's go to the sidelines. And Petey Doris, before halftime, what you got?
Yeah, right now they said it was a penalty with 1 second back on the clock when they threw the flag. So they marked off the penalty, and now Cleveland just took their timeout, 1 play to go.
They're going to try a field goal, and it will be 31 yards from the left hash, angle to the right, as Wamba will try to make it an even 30 for the Rams in the first half. Snap is high and down. The kick on the way. Got plenty of leg. It is no good. And finally, the first half has come to a close. But a sloppy first half by the Clayton Comets. They're down by 18, 27-9.
Halftime coming up, presented by Carolina Security Consultants. It is 27-9. At least we saw, at least defensively and safety team-wise, the Comets stopping the Rams from scoring.
They needed that. They needed that very, very much. In a couple of moments, we're going to go to the sidelines and get Petey Doris's opinion.
Got to wait for TV.
As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and go to a break.
No, we'll stay here with him.
We'll stay here?
We'll stay here.
Stay here.
It's 27-9, getting ready for the halftime show. Of course, our sponsor is presented by Carolina Security Consultants. But again, we also have multimedia here tonight.
Yes.
Normally, CRN covers all of the games for the Comets. Of course, Granville Central as well up in the Henderson area. But for this game, it's a big one. In the Greater News 3A, you got Country Superstars 102.3. Marty the One Man Party, one of the big popular DJs is here.
Yeah.
And in addition to that, you also have My RDC CW22 Friday night rivals covering their TV coverage. And let's go to the sidelines right now as our Petey Doris is with head coach of the Rams, Scott Riley.
Here on the sidelines, Coach, you got 28 plays, 268 yards in offense in the first half. You guys coming in here on a big road game. What's going through your all's mind whenever the defense comes out for the Comets?
The I mean, obviously we want to score every time we get the ball and keep pressure on them, and our offense is doing a good job of executing.